Greenwich Point hole 4 is kind of a boring hole to play in a headwind, but here's the way that you're going to be playing it. You're going to go straight. So you're going to do max right spin, about 4 to 5 bars of top spin. Don't push it. You're going to over adjust your shot with a 10% over adjustment, and then use slight overpower, not a lot, because you can actually run along into the rough near the back of the fairway. So here, just do a 10% over adjustment and just go straight down the fairway. When the course is full of snow, we can do the rough bump, but with the sand, it will just stick into the sand. So here I just play a 0% elevation, max backspin, as much right spin as I can do, and then play the slider of my club at 0% elevation. This will set you up nicely for a putt for birdie, and 9 times out of 10, nobody gets this hole in a headwind. So just play it safe and take it to a shootout. With a right to left tailwind, I'm basically, the first bush to the left there is where my kind of aim spot is, and depending on the wind strength, I either go to the left of it or to the right of it. Here I was a little too far right, but it still worked, and you can use this with an extra mile 8 as well. Your curl does not have to be all that much, just about a half a ball of curl, and then it'll basically just bounce on over and over the rough and set you up for a nice thorn or an end bringer, depending on how far you get up. At max distance of your end bringer, it plays 1-to-1, 1 wind per ring, and I believe it's just basically at 10% max. So play it at 1 wind per ring, no spin. If it goes over the hole, maybe do a smidge of backspin, but usually it does play at a 1 wind per ring type of situation if you are at max distance. Here we have another right to left tailwind. So I'm going to do max top spin, max left spin. I'm going to aim around the bushes there, and then I'm going to do about a half a ball of curl and full overpower. Here this put me in end bringer range yet again at max distance, and I did play this at 1 wind per ring, or basically 10% max of my wedge club. For the left to right tailwind, I went right this time, but I think it plays better on the left-hand side and curling it over to the right. But here I did max topspin, max left spin, and I aimed more towards the rough line instead of the bushes, and then did about a ball of curl. Now I almost didn't make it over the rough line, and it did roll out, but I think the better play for a left to right tailwind is actually going to the left. If you're playing with an extra mile 8, I suggest using a power 3 ball to give you a little bit more oomph to get over in a tailwind. If you find yourself in thorn distance, you're going to play this at a plus 5% elevation at the slider of your club. So here I was at max distance of my thorn, and I played it at max distance with a plus 5% elevation, and I offset it just a little bit, but be careful of your backspin because it will stop short. So you kind of want your ball guide going through the hole, and I offset it just to the edge of the cup and then did a plus 5% over adjustment. Here I just wanted to show you a better option for the left to right tailwind. You're basically going to start down the center with your blue ring by the rough here. You're going to over adjust your shot with a 10% over adjustment. You're going to do full top spin, full right spin, and then you're going to do full overpower and about a half a ball to a ball of curl. With an EM8 this should work too, and you should basically, I would play with a power 3 ball just to be on the safe side if you're playing with an extra mile 8. But again guys, here's the drive for the left to right wind, and it sets you up into a nice thorn or end bringer depending on how far up you get. So remember guys, hit perfect and happy golfing.